Do this while I think about it. It's the 4th day of January 2022. Got the date right. Like at 6:40 at 10:40 p.m. Excuse me, rather. Torch off. And I did shave earlier today. I can't find my other pack, triple pack of razors like that. I already said it in another video. Something important I want to say and concisely because I got reminded of it. Okay, it is the 4th day of January. This is about a minute and a half fast. 4th day of January, year 2022. Last night, the woman that's been staying with me, who has lived with me before, but this time it doesn't seem like she's living with me. I don't exactly know what's going on or how that's going to pan out. But anyway, what I need to say importantly, in short, is if my memory's right, going backwards from January the 4th, late last week, I think it was Saturday night. I'm talking about anyway, it was right around 7:55 p.m. She had already on and off for 30 plus minutes. We had some company here who left. And she, yeah, nobody went to town that day. We didn't leave. She wanted to, though. She asked the person for a ride to Norman. I haven't said a name, but I might say a first name or something on the title of this if I do it. Well, anyway, she kept, while she was cleaning and doing stuff, it was later that night when she was moving these weights that they're on the floor that were on top of this stand. And, I mean, that stuff's hers. You know, I even told her that table. One day she told me, she's like, I'm glad you pointed that out. I'm like, this table can be utilized. I'm like, if you're wanting to do stuff, I'm like, this can be utilized. I'm like, you know, I just had stuff stored, kind of piled on it, whatever. And I don't know what happened to the lid to that. But anyway. And she was where I even picked up some of those and moved them. I was like, oh, you're going to bother your back. You know, this is before we started having a little bit of heated disagreements. And other factors. But anyway, I'm getting to the point late like I often do. I go out the back door, walk around the front, knew she'd been outside, but before that, while she'd been in this room, she had the window open, she had the blinds up, and she kept watching. And she's like, there's lights, the lights are funny, traffic's funny. She's like, I think we're being watched, or people may be walking around. She's like, something's not right. And she meant it sincerely. And I'm like, honey, I'm like, beacons or drones are watching. I don't know if they're doing it for me or the bottling plant or both. I mean, because, you know, I'm like, she's like, I'm the type that wants to figure it out if I'm being watched. And she don't fully know what I've been going through the past year. And I've tried to explain it to her, and she's acting like I'm the typical paranoid person, like being spied on my phones. She don't know the extent of it. Or what I have more than probable cause to speculate, or at least probable cause by the law code in the United States of America, state law and or federal law, to say it in legal terms. Well, anyway, my knot is there. But anyway, and I'm past due on physical therapy. I've lost weight, let the shoulder get weak. I did a lot of typing. I probably done it from nothing. I don't even know if they went to referral forms to a certain agency or if they got uploaded. But anyway, long story short, or short story long, in my case, sadly. We heard loud around 7:55 p.m., I guess Saturday night, December, whatever that was, 2021. I don't think it was New Year's Eve. Or whatever it was. It was going backwards from the 4th day, January 2022. I come outside and up on that mountain on the south side of the highway, heard at least three loud boom sounds. To me, it sounded like sheets of tin. Big sheets of tin just being hit. And it could have been gunshots. What? I don't know. She had already been outside a few minutes. I walked outside just to see where she is at. And I said, hey, where you at? What are you doing? And as soon as I heard the sounds, I think I yelled, hey. And she's like, oh, don't. But she said it didn't happen until I come outside. And it could have been coincidental. But I heard that going back like 3 months ago. When I called, a week after hearing it, I called Arkansas Game and Fish over it. Called local sheriff's office on it. sheriff's office on it in Montgomery County, Arkansas. I even told her, I'm like, you think I should call the sheriff's office over it? But I did text the closest neighbor across from the bottling plant here, CG Roxane LLC. I'm like, did you hear those noises? I texted him within 20 minutes. I told her about it. I'll just say first name, Bri, Brianna, Brianna. And, you know, she's about 11 months older than me. Anyway, I just want to remind that happened. But then when Kid Bri, who was here so many months back, I happened to be outside on a Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. That's when I called later. I called the 2 local agencies in the state of Arkansas. I happened to be outside. It was before the time change. Light was longer. I heard 3 big, it sounded like explosions or very, very, very loud caliber gunshots due south of here. The other side of the state highway. I'm at 3458 Highway 8 West, Mena Arkansas, 71960. Well, anyway, but I just want to remind, if Bri's okay or if she ever needs to be asked, did y'all hear close to 8 p.m. those sounds? So I have a witness that heard it. And I'm trying to explain to her, I've been having strange things happen for like a year now. Over a year. Starting from very, very, very late 2020. Got my date right. Yes, because you're right. Because it was after my mother died to the first few months of last year, 2021. Within 10 minutes of me doing a Facebook Live video before my online limitation increasingly in various formats. I do an online video, then from the new neighboring property, very close to the CG Roxane LLC property, be loud gunshots. And then the pattern that I observed, and this is before, in or about August of 2021, I found the bullet in the barn loft. It was like somebody was trying to be an intimidator. When I would publicly broadcast information through an online format, it's like they're saying, shut your mouth, trying to scare me into intimidation. That's what it felt like. And all of this has been on the increase since my mom died. Like they want to change my last name. They want to change my address location. I swear on my life. With probable cause. Anyway, I'm shutting up with that. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. If it'll do it. I, Scotty Abbott, affirm everything I said herein. I affirm as gospel truth, if I may say it that way. I'm not making it up. When it comes to stuff like that and business stuff, even though I've been in an emotionally shut down place, up and down, since my mother died, and it was pretty stressful before my mother died, when it comes to certain things, I don't play. I don't do stuff just to hear myself talk. I'm not that. Most people, I'm easily misconstrued. Sometimes I misconstrue myself. But when it... Anyway, enough on that. But she apparently, this woman don't want to be here, shouldn't have came here. Look what's hanging, you know, in the background. I mean, she's got other things on her mind, and it's not a stable, mutual thing with me. I don't get that vibe. And I'm not saying that to discredit her on here. I've done my share of wrongs in life, and I don't want them misconstrued. I'm just saying, she left in, I already got a video of that on here. She left in disrespectful, hurtful, inconsiderate terms on Sunday evening while I was on the phone with Kid Bri calling me. Kid Bri heard a lot of it in the background. Saw her briefly yesterday on a Monday around lunch hour, and she acted like she wanted me to go. I was uninvited Sunday evening. I could tell she did not want me to go with whatever she's doing. But then she wanted me to go. She had to go pick up something, she said, Monday. But she only wanted me to go. My impression of it was, without her saying, was maybe me to pay for the way. To put gas in the vehicle. That's the way I feel. It wasn't, hey, Scotty, I'd like for you to go. No. She's already put me in a... It's like right before... It's like we've picked up where we left off, but it's worse. It's on a higher level. I'm just saying it like it is, and I'm not saying that to disrespect anybody. I have wished well for this person. I mean, a part of me was never in love in certain way. When we had our stable times, I fell in love with her to some extent, and then where I wasn't maybe in love with her, I wanted to be, and I wanted it to be mutual. I can't make that happen, you know. I mean, the woman's got talents. She can organize things. She can do things and keep things clean in order. Good cook. Good with plants, likes plants. I mean, we have a lot of things in common that mean a lot to me. But there's things in common that I'd like to have in common that is not there, and you can't make that happen. Anyway, mostly about gunshots, and again, I'm talking too much.